Kiwis love being outdoors, so why not transform your outdoor living space with a sun view? With our quality range of stylish pergolas, outdoor blinds and awnings, having a sun view is like adding a new room to your home, but for a fraction of the price. Enjoy the outdoors all year round with a range of products to suit your needs. Book a free consultation now with SunView and see the difference.
All right, so Eru Kapakingi, a representative of Toitū Te Tiriti and, of course, son of Te Pāti Māori MP Māori Minoa, has openly called for annexing parts of our country in the name of mana. Kapakingi is proposing, according to my next guest, to carve out entire zones of New Zealand where the Crown will have no legal jurisdiction, to strip parts of our country out from under our democracy, deny fellow citizens protection of our law, and hand sovereignty to unelected tribal authorities. I mean, it doesn't sound like this could happen, could it? Elliot Ikilei, a favourite guest of the show from Hobson's Pledge joins me now. Elliot, good afternoon.
Oh, kia ora, Lee. So happy to be back and having a chat with you.
Every time I see you, you're in a different place. Now, we've got you sitting outside, crouched down outside a building. Hopefully
Yes.
you're not in the way of anyone.
No, sorry. I'm actually in the great land of Invercargill, so I'm at the Invercargill airport.
Wicked. Say hi to Invers. Tell us, this is quite disturbing, Elliot. Eru Kapakingi apparently calling to basically take possession of territory in New Zealand. When was this said? What's he on about?
So this is actually only a few days ago that he actually put this on the spin-off. And I find it real fascinating that the spin-off has platformed this. I mean, this is really extremist type of language. He is actually calling to take out different parts of New Zealand and take it out of the normal jurisdiction of all of our people, and then put it, and as you said, putting it in the hands of unelected, of racial groups. Now, this is, I can't think of a more extremist position that we've heard of. And as an activist, he also holds family members who are currently in Parliament as we speak.
Yeah.
So not just extremist and racist, but constitutionally a segregationist of the highest order. It is utterly dangerous what he is proposing.
Absolutely. Did he talk about where he wants to be or what parts of New Zealand?
I'm so sorry, Leah. I'm trying to listen in. I'm going to just quietly move up. We've got a taxiing away on the grounds.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm going to try to move us away from the sound a little bit. I do apologise.
That's all right, love.
There we go.
This is great. This is live.
I think we're okay.
This is live stuff. It's real. I love it. No, you sound good. Elliot, did Edu say where he was talking about the annexing parts of the country?
Edu has mentioned different parts, such as the Northland areas, as well as the Middle Northland, and he's also brought up things such as Waitahu before. Now, this is in previous communications that he has done. The high concern is he's speaking of it in a universal sense. So when we think about places such as Waitahu attempting to take the entirety of the South Island coastlines, he's very much supportive of that as well. I think from his writings, what he wants is to go back to pre-1840 type of days, in the days of when regions were held by different iwi, and it was done in brutality as well.
Yep. So look, we could say, Elliot, and you and I have talked about this before, that we could put it down to one of his many activist rants that aren't backed up by any facts, but that doesn't matter, because what it does, though, it's dangerous sentiments that stir up resentment and division, do they not?
That's absolutely right. He's repeating something which is of very extremist language. We wouldn't have heard this even 10 years ago. We would not have heard this. Now, part of the problem, of course, is that New Zealand has segregationists in Parliament now, and a lot of, for example, the Chris Finlayson laws of co-governance has empowered and allowed for racial extremists to now push further and further and further. So what was seen as some bizarre type of partnership, which doesn't exist, has now extended out to split and have exclusionary power sources. So the coastlines, the MACA, the oncoming code of conduct that's going to be forced upon councillors, the current push about Māori wards, as well as Māori seats. All of these are around separate governance by race. And the fact that Iru feels comfortable enough to call out and be platformed by the spin-off these further extremist views shows us that they are empowered and desiring of I want to try to avoid a certain word that comes from South Africa, but it's becoming more and more difficult to be moderate in a place where their extremism is starting to reach policy level.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Elliot, can we talk about Te Pāti Māori MP Takuta Ferris? I see he's doubled down on his social media comment he made last week when he was talking about ethnicities to campaign, and he wrote, what did he write? He wrote Indians, Asians, Blacks, and Pākehā campaigning to take a Māori seat from Māori. I mean, again, more extreme language, extremist language.
Absolutely, and I find it really fascinating as well, because Takuta as well. I mean, is he hating on his own bloodlines, for example? He's absolutely showing himself to be another extremely racist person. I struggle to understand. 7 kilos is permitted within the No, I think previously we could be forgiven for being moderates in terms of race relations and trying to make what we would regard as being beneficial. And a lot of New Zealanders are still in that place where they want to be accommodating, they want to be nice, and they want to be gentle.
Yeah.
What we need to be aware of is that these extremists, and Takuta is exactly one of these, they want different racial groups to be in power, and they are not for equality. They're not. They are for a most brutal form of separatism that you can find. And the fact that he's doubled down is yet another evidential piece to show that he's more than happy to engage in racism unless he's called to be equality. And if you seek to engage in equality, then he'll call you racist. It is the greatest gaslights and the dichotomy that you can think of.
Yeah. Can we talk a little bit about the Tamaki Makaurau by-election, Oreni Kaipara landslide over, Penehenare, who was obviously gutted about it. And a real blow for Pene, but what do you make of that, Elliot? Because she struggled in interviews. She doesn't know policies. Yet here we are. Again, is she just the mouthpiece of the radical Te Pāti Māori?
Yes. Yeah, you could have put anything in there. It wouldn't have mattered. This was not a competition between Oreni and Penny. I know Penny, not well, but I've met him a few times. He's a decent, strong person. I think the issue was that Penny himself could be considered too moderate, and the Labour Party is considered too moderate. The extremism of Te Pāti Māori is what won on the day. It was the extremism level. It didn't matter as to whatever Oreni did or didn't do. It wouldn't matter. She could fudge everything. She could speak in Chinese. Nothing would matter. What matters is the allegiance to tribe. And this is also part of the problem, because they want to move into an area where the tribal eldership or the tribal leadership rules everything. Even your own free will, it rules. That's what it was. It was basically who was more extreme. Te Pāti Māori won on the day.
Yeah. And while we stay on Oreni, what did you make, and the listeners might not know really much about this, of Te Pāti Māori refusing to talk to Mikey Sherman about her winning Tamaki Makaurau? Can you just tell our listeners what happened and describe it? Yeah.
Kiwis love being outdoors, so why not transform your outdoor living space with a sun view? With our quality range of stylish pergolas, outdoor blinds and awnings, having a sun view is like adding a new room to your home, but for a fraction of the price. Enjoy the outdoors all year round with a range of products to suit your needs. Book a free consultation now with Sunview and see the difference.